Hello children, today's our topic is reflection of light. Children, in previous classes you have learned what are luminous object and non-luminous object. You know the object which emit light like sun and bulb. They give out their own light. They are called luminous object. And sun is the natural luminous object. Non-luminous objects such as table, chair, they do not give out their own light. We can see these objects when light from the object reaches our eyes. Okay, so these are non-luminous objects. Now, children, we know first what is reflection of light. Bouncing back of light is called reflection of light. And one more thing I would like to tell you, the amount of light that is reflected, okay, amount of light that is reflected, that depends on the material and nature of the surface on which the light falls. First, like opaque object, opaque object, first is what? Opaque object. Opaque objects absorb some of the light and rest of the light they reflect back. Okay. Transparent object, they allow almost all light to pass through it and reflect very little light. Transparent object. Third is translucent. Translucent objects, they are like a smooth, or they are smooth and highly polished surfaces. I am telling you about the translucent object. They absorb little light and they absorb some part of the light, reflect some part of the light. So they are translucent. So three types of objects: opaque, transparent and translucent. Fourth, I am telling you a smooth and highly polished object. A smooth and highly polished objects. Such as shiny stainless steel surface and a mirror reflects almost all the light that falls on it. So I have told you related to the reflection. Now there are two types of surfaces, or we say two types of reflections. Two types of reflections. First is regular and second is diffused. What is the difference between regular and diffused reflection? First, we are going to see the regular one. Like as I told you, the smooth and the highly polished surfaces. So the surfaces of mirror is very smooth. Very smooth. If a beam of light falls on it, the entire beam is reflected in only one direction. This is called regular reflection. This is a beam of light. When it falls on the surface, it reflects in one direction. And we are able to see the image clearly. Okay. Now we are coming to the diffused one. Okay. We are coming to the diffused one. Uneven surface. They get reflected the light when it falls. Some is falling on bumps, some is falling on the grooves. Okay, so they deflect in different direction. They reflect in different direction. This is called irregular or diffused reflection. Now we are going to discuss law of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. first we are going to discuss first law of reflection. What is first law of first law? Children, this is any plane regular surface. Okay? Any this ray is falling on this regular surface. Where the point where it is going to fall, we are going to draw the normal. This is perpendicular to the surface. This is imaginary line. We call it normal. And the ray which is falling on the surface, we call it incident ray. When this ray fall on this, after falling it will reflect, and this ray is called reflected ray. Children, when we measure the angle between normal and the incident ray, and this is also called angle of incidence. We call it angle of incidence. Okay. And the angle between reflected ray and the normal, small r we denoted, and this is angle of reflection. When we will measure these two angles, we will find that some relation is there. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay, so this is what? First law of reflection. Is this clear? This is what? First law of reflection. Now we are coming to the second law. Second law. What is second law? Angle, this incident ray, normal and reflected ray. Okay, all these three things, like the second law of reflection, what states? That the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. Same plane. Okay, so this is the second law of reflection. Acha, if I ask you to define these rays, so what is incident ray? The ray of light from the source, like any source that strike a given surface is called incident ray. What is a point of incidence? This is point of incidence, the point at which the incident ray strikes. This point is called point of incidence. The perpendicular to the surface at the perpendicular to the surface at the point of incidence is called the normal. The angle between the normal and the incident ray is called angle of incidence. Same way, the ray of light that gets reflected by the surface at the point of incidence is known as reflected ray, and the angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called angle of reflection. So this is, I told you about the laws of reflection. Now I am going to tell you characteristics of an image formed with the plane mirror. Children, one by one we will take all the characteristics. First, the First, the image formed is erect. Like you stand in front of plane mirror, you see your image erect. Okay, this is what the image formed by plane mirror is. Erect means straight. The image is of the same size as the object. Like when you see yourself in the mirror, your size, you do not find it is small or larger or big. It is of same size. The image is laterally inverted, that is the second same size. Third is laterally inverted. What is the meaning of laterally inverted? Laterally inversion is what? When we raise our right hand, we see the left of the mirror image. Okay. What is laterally inversion? The right side of the object appears as the left side of the image. Next is the the distance is same between the object and mirror, and we find the same distance is there between image and the mirror. Okay, the image is as far behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. And last is the image is virtual. Fifth is virtual. Okay, the image formed is virtual, that it cannot be caught on a screen. When we say that image is virtual, then we do not catch it on screen. And there are two types of images, real and virtual. In class 7 we have told you about this. So the image formed by plane mirror is what? Virtual. Okay. Now next thing we are going to discuss, if two like mirrors, they are at certain angle. Okay, so how many images we are able to see? Okay, images formed by mirror at an angle. If two mirrors are placed at some angle, so how many images we can able to see? So, and we are going to follow one formula. The formula is, this is number of images, 360 degree upon theta. This is called theta minus 1. Theta denotes angle. Suppose two mirrors, they are, this is one mirror. Mirror, whenever we draw, we polish it from the back side. And other mirror, when two mirrors are placed at 90 degree, how many images are going to be formed? 360 upon 90, in place of theta we will write 90 minus 1. 9 4s are 36, 4 minus 1, how many images would be formed? 3. If this is like 60 degree, then what would be the number? 6 6 are 36, 6 minus 1, 5. Same way 45, we can find out the number. And we use this phenomena in kaleidoscope. What is kaleidoscope? The principle of forming multiple images by mirror at an angle to each other is used in a toy called kaleidoscope, which many you must have seen. It consists of 3 plane mirrors, and all these 3 plane mirrors, like this is one plane mirror, this side, other, these 3 side triangles, these are the strip of plane mirror. They are joined by each other at 60 degree. Okay, so we can see multiple images of the object which is inside the kaleidoscope. You can make it. Now uses of plane mirror. We commonly use plane mirror in our homes to look at our reflection. Okay. In beauty parlor, one more thing I want to tell you, like in beauty parlors you must have seen front side one mirror is there and also back side. How many images would be formed? When two mirrors are parallel to each other, infinite images. Okay. When two mirrors, they are placed parallelly to each other, infinite images would be formed. Okay. Plane mirror are used to reflect light on an object. For example, during outdoor shooting of a film, metal sheets are used as plane mirror to reflect sunlight on the actor, so that any place, any object or any person, if you want to give the light, we can reflect the light on the person or on the object, so that we can see the details of the thing. They are also used in solar cookers to reflect light on the food being cooked. So here we are using reflection in solar cooker, so that we get solar cooker get the maximum heat of the sun and easily food can be cooked. And next use, they are used in periscopes. Periscopes are what I am going to tell you. From a submarine under the sea, a sailor can see object and enemy ships on the surface of the sea by using this periscope. What is periscope? Children, periscope, as I told you, it is used in submarines and all. So it is like L shape. It is of L shape. And this much part is above the sea. And here they use what? Mirror. Plane mirror at 45 degree. Okay. Whatever is there, suppose enemy ship is there, the image would be formed here. And then what happened? This image is going to reflect at this angle and will it form here. And the person in the submarine can see the image which is there. Like here, suppose any ship is there, image would be formed here, and person can see the same image here. Okay, on this mirror. So this is what? Periscope. Thank you, children. That's all for today.